Hi friends, in this video we will see about the type guarding. Okay, so how we can type guard how we can check the types of the uh, variables in functions or for an object or for a class, how we can check the type guarding thing. So we will check here. I will do a simple example for a variable, for object and also for a class, so that you will have a clear understanding how we can check the types of variables. Okay, now here first we will check for a number. For example, here we have a type of combinable. That means a variable which is of type combinable is nothing but it can be either a number or a string. Okay. Now I have a function. Now I have a function something like get add. Okay, get add of between two numbers. So it will send a of, I am sending it as a combinable. Okay, I am not sending this one as a number. Okay, now if you see, for example, if you take it as a number and if you return a plus b, so you can assume that this can always be a number. So this function takes always a number, so that it will do a simple arithmetic operation, it will send you the data, but it could not be a number. So all the time it could not be a number. It is a type of combinable. That means it can either be a number or a string. Okay, union type. So now I am changed it into combinable. Now these both are, now the a and b is combinable. Now again immediately we got an error. So for this type of variables, for this type of arithmetic checkings, we have already seen in the previous videos how we can do the arithmetic operation. So something like we will write here, if type of a is equal to string, if it is a string, or type of, okay, we can get either both of the things are string, or otherwise either one of the thing also string we can get. So if it is a string or b is a string, then we will return a dot to string, we will convert that one to string, plus b dot to string. Okay, now if you, or otherwise, so TypeScript already assumes that if both are strings or otherwise either one of the string is there, means so we are converting to string and we are concatenating the variables, or otherwise means always a will be a number. Otherwise if it gets to the, if it enters into the second return statement, so TypeScript compiler already recognize that if both are numbers only, it will go into the else part, or otherwise it will execute the if part only. So that is why it is not showing any error. So in this way we can type guard the a and b number, so that based on the types we can assume that one and we can do the respective action for that one based on the types. Now we have seen this one already for the variables thing. Now for example, if it is an object, something like here we have already created an interface for the two objects. So we have seen it's an admin, so admin and employee. Okay, we have seen here super employee. Super employee means is nothing but he should be a combination of both admin and employee. He should be a combination of both admin and employee, either admin or employee not. He should be both an admin and also an employee. So, for that reason, we have extended the admin and employee. Now, for example, I want to create another type, something like type unknown employee. Okay, and I don't know the employee type. Employee type means nothing but what we can say. I don't know the employee type. I don't know whether he could be an admin or otherwise he could be an employee also. I don't know the type of the thing. So I can assume that he could be an admin or he could be an employee. I can write like this. Okay. So I will be having some type unknown employee. So he could be an admin or employee, but he should be either of this one or that one, but not both of these. Okay. If he is in both of these, means he becomes a super employee. Why? Because extending admin and employee. Okay. But here he could be an employee, admin or an employee. Okay. So for that reason, I am keeping it as unknown employee, admin or employee. Now I have function something like print employee info. Okay, I want to print the employee info. So I will be getting emp. So I don't know the type of employee. So employee info means this function can print both the admin employee or as well as the employee information also it will be printing. So that means it can get an argument that it could be an admin object or otherwise employee object, or combination of both super employee object also it can get. Okay, so now that is the reason I kept it as unknown employee. Okay, now I got, so what I can do is I can do console.log. I can print the name of the guy. Okay, without any problem I can print the name of the guy. Okay, emp dot name. Okay, so without any problem we didn't get any problem. Okay, fine. Why we didn't get any problem? So in admin we are having the name property, and also in employee also we are getting the name property. So that means either we pass admin employee or the employee information to this employee, we can print the name without any problem. Now I want to print the roles. Okay, now what I can do is console.log roles. Okay, if I want to print the roles, emp dot roles, I will check the roles. Okay, now we got an error here. See why we are getting an error is unknown employee, the emp the argument we will be getting it as unknown employee. That means he can be either admin or employee. So that means we cannot guarantee that the user is an admin. Okay, for that reason, so here we are getting an error. So if it is an employee information, so the code will break. Okay, if it gets an employee information, the code will break. So for that reason, here we are getting an error. So how can we check here? So here we have seen, right, if it is a if we get the string data, how we have to handle, we have written a condition here. In the same scenario, if we have an admin only, we need to print this roles information. If he is not an admin, if he is only an employee, we cannot print this roles information. Why? Because employee doesn't have the roles property. Okay, and if I want to check like this, how can I check? So for example, I can check something like if type of emp is equal to object. If I want to check like this, so will this satisfy the rule? So same like this, here I am trying to do type of a is equal to string, right? I am trying to do type of emp is equal to object. Will it satisfy the rules? No, it will not satisfy. Why? Because emp admin is also an object and employee is also an object. So this one is also an object and this one is also an object. So both of the conditions will get true here. Okay, how we can check the condition? We have seen in the JavaScript course, we have seen in the JavaScript course, if you seen my JavaScript course, in that one I have in one video I have explained you that how can we check whether a property exists in an object or not. If a property exists in an object or not, how we can check? So this is an object, right? So this one admin and employee is an object. How we can check whether a property is existing in an object or not? How we can check is using in operator. Okay, I can check roles in emp. If roles in emp, if property roles is there in the emp, then automatically he is an admin. In the same scenario, if we get employee information, employee object, I can do same thing. If if start date in emp, so if it is present, I can print directly emp dot start date. Okay, now we have satisfied all the conditions for this one. So if the employee, we got it as admin employee also, automatically admin employee has the name, and also here roles also we will be having, and we will print the roles. And start date it will be having, it will be not having for the admin, it will be having only for a normal employee. So that for that reason this condition will not get satisfied, so the code will not break. If the emp is a normal employee, so this condition will not execute and this condition will execute. Okay, let's check. So now here I am trying to print employee info. I will try to send this emp data. Okay, super employee, that means it has name, roles and start date, both the things you will be having. So what could be the output? We'll see. Okay, I am sending the emp data. Okay, if I try to check the output here I am able to get name as Leela, roles admin, and also roles. Why this one is coming roles? We'll check here. Okay, we have copy pasted, so that is the reason we got the output. So start date. If I try to check the output again, and here I am able to get the start data. Why I am getting the data? So here all the three conditions we got satisfied. Why? Because start date you will be having, and roles you will be having, and also this one is having. So this can be admin or employee or super employee. Super employee is also a subset of this admin or employee. Okay. So now I can also pass something like name is equal to something like Leela, and only start date I will pass. Okay, start date is equal to new date. Okay, I will pass like this also. Now what could be the output? We will check. If I check the output here, it will refresh, and I am getting only name and start date. I am not getting the roles. Why? Because I am sending only a normal employee, not the admin employee. Okay, in this way we can satisfy the okay, in this way we can satisfy both the employees using this. So we can type guard the object using this in operators and all those things. So now we have seen about the variables thing, and also we have seen about the object thing, right? Now what about the classes? So class is also one type of object, right? So how we can implement the classes thing? So let's check with one simple example. Okay, now I have something like I have a class of car. Okay, this is a class. So this class car has a method something like drive, and I can console.log driving car, something like this I'll keep. Now this class, it has a method drive. Now I have another class truck. Okay, now this one is also having one method something like drive, and I can do console.log driving truck. In addition to the drive method, truck is having another method something like loading cargo. Okay, and it will take some parameter. Okay, anything whatever you want. So if you don't mention the parameters also okay. So loading cargo, we can say plus amount. Okay, now here we are having two classes, one is car and one is truck. Okay, two types of vehicles we are having, each one is having class car and class truck. Now what I will try to do is, I will try to create a type, so nothing but something like vehicle is equal to, it can be a car or truck. Okay, so I mentioned a type, it can be a car or a truck. I mentioned a car vehicle something like car or truck. Now I can write a function something like, okay, use vehicle or anything, use vehicle. So I have a method which takes something like vehicle of type vehicle. Okay, that means use vehicle means it will take a parameter of vehicle which is of type vehicle. Vehicle means nothing but it can be an instance of car or an instance of truck. Okay, now what I will try to do is, I will try to print console.log vehicle.drive. So we will get any, without any problem we will get the method and we will not get any error. Why? Because both the car instance and the truck instance have the method drive. Okay, without any problem the method shows us any error, doesn't shows us any error. Now what I will try to do is, I will try to print the console.log vehicle.load cargo. Okay, now loading cargo or otherwise loading cargo or anything. Okay, now I will pass the number. Now immediately we got an error. Why? Because here the vehicle type, it can be an instance of car or it can be an instance of truck. Okay, union type parameter. Okay, so now if we send car to this use vehicle, it will accept, but here we got an error. Why? Because car instance doesn't have the loading cargo method. So for that reason it is showing that error. So now how we can type guard this one? So type guard means how we can guard this one. So we can check something like, if we will use the same thing. Why? Because if you know about the concepts of JavaScript, this class is nothing but an object, and also class truck is also nothing but an object. Why can't we check object? If we want to check any property present in an object or not, we can check using the in parameter, right? So we will check loading cargo. Okay, this is the only name, right? In truck. Oh sorry, in truck, not in truck, in vehicle. Okay, vehicle is the object what we are getting. And now here, if I check here, the error has gone immediately. Why? Because loading cargo property is there in the vehicle or not, we are checking. So loading cargo is present here. Okay, and also one thing we can do is, so for object representation you can use this one, but it is a class. Okay, we can write in another representation also. We can check whether the vehicle is an instance of the truck or not. We can check those type of condition also. This type of condition is also okay, but here loading cargo, if the name, if what we can say, if the spelling mistake or anything gone wrong means, then we will get a problem. So here we can check with another type of condition also. Nothing but what we can check is vehicle. We can check something like vehicle is an instance, we have an instance of truck. So if it is an instance of truck only, we can be loading cargo method will be available. If it is an instance of car, loading cargo will not be available. So for that reason we have written a condition, if the parameter is an instance of truck, then okay, fine. Now we will try to check this one. Now I have two variables, constant v1 vehicle1 is equal to, I will create a new instance of car, and also I will create another variable constant v2 is equal to new car, sorry, new car, sorry, new truck. I will have a new truck. Okay, now what I will try to do is, I will try to call use vehicle of, one time I will send the v1. Okay, so I am sending, and another time I am sending v2. That means car and truck I am sending. Now if we check the output here, what could be the output here? We are getting undefined. Why we are getting undefined? For what reason we are going? Check here again. driving car. Okay, we are trying to print console.log. I think somewhere we are trying vehicle.drive and it is in console.log. Type is equal to vehicle is an instance, console.log. Oh sorry, we are using console.log here, so okay, no need to use the console.log. Okay, why? Because that is that reason it is sending the error. Now if we check here output, now if I refresh this one, now I am getting again an undefined error. Okay, again I am using for the use vehicle console.log. Oh, this is all wrong. Okay, fine, not a problem, sometimes happens. So no, not a problem. So if we keep console.log is also not a problem. Now if we go here and if we check here, now for the first one I am getting driving car and the second one I am getting driving truck. For the driving truck second instance I am having loading cargo, so for that reason we are getting the loading cargo also. Okay, so this is how we can maintain the type guards for both numbers, objects and also for the classes. Okay, if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comment below to this video, and if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.